Welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. Call me Margie. I'm a Heyoka. I'm a wise clown, empath, philosopher. I'm adding that one to the list. Yep. Anywho, yesterday was rough for me. Today's much better. It was kind of wild. The night before, the storm had rolled through Oregon. Vengeance. It roared. Then the very next day, the vibration went through my head. I had to go to I had to get it addressed. I had to go to the doctor. Yeah. It was a wild experience, that's for sure. They're pretty efficient. I mean, their triage, it was packed full. There's a lot of sick people in the world. I don't like going to the doctor. And I was told they're just headaches. There's nothing you can do, really. But when I woke up, I'll fast forward to when the nurse asked me, so is it a pinching, throbbing? I'm like, well, I don't know what those sensations mean to you, but when I woke up this morning, what it felt like is my head being put in one of those old metal trash cans, and somebody beating on the side of it with a freaking the lid, just boom, 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 all the while going, take a math test, what, and asking me all these math questions, or asking me math questions. What's the answer? It was disheveling. And then I went and they gave me some medicine. Now, see, I'm an empath, and one of the reasons why I don't like to go to the doctors is because I am so sensitive, and the crap that they put in stuff, they don't care about what it does to bodies. Everybody's sensitive. I'm just way more in tune and aware of it. So I can, as I'm sitting there and they have me on an IV for saline solution, and I'm starting to get anxiety, and I feel better. My headache has subsided. They gave me a couple of shots, and it released the vice. And I was able to, the flow was released, and but then my anxiety started going up because I had already been there for hours and I need to get home to my mom. So, I know how things work. I worked in a hospital. I've seen the holdups and why doctors take so long. Anyway, so I'm starting to get anxious, and so I even hit the call button. I'm like, I gotta start getting going, I can't take this whole IV bag. I don't have that kind of time. And then so, he's like, well, let me go get your nurse and stuff, and then, but what happened was, fast forward through all the details of this story, because the details don't matter, is because I meditate an hour a day. We become more of what we are, and I was born sensitive. I have all the markers. It's just my immune system has always been, or my endocrine system has always been in a compromised state. And then being female and all those hormones and stuff too is just freaking weird. A lot of times I'm like, what? But I know biology and psychology, and I've educated myself with all of these, how to have relationships with people since my whole entire life, because I don't know how, and because all the stuff that they say in the books I try in real life, and the connection isn't there. And so that's one of the reasons why I started doing this video, is because I'm trying to connect with people that are like me, and I don't know where to find them, because when I meet people in real life, yeah, they act like they are for a minute, and then it gets weird. So, anyway, I made some notes. Maybe I'll just shift to that. It was a weird experience, and that's the thing, is people don't understand the anxiety with these headaches. It's like, it causes more harm than good to go through. I mean, I could have just sat it out, but I don't know. Is it worth it to me to go to the doctor every time I get one of these? No, it's not. Is it more worth it to me to put myself in a better situation where I don't have to worry about the anxiety of financial stress that freaking gives me headaches. Like, it's like at the point, when don't I have them? You know, people really need to realize what stress does to the physical body. And I eat healthy, I exercise, I ground. I'm out in nature. You know, I do everything up here more extreme because I have to do everything because I don't want to leave anything out, because if I leave something out, that might be the one thing that keeps me serene. I meditate an hour a day. I do my due diligence. I just get these freaking headaches. Anyway, notes. I got to listen to a rad freaking podcast this morning. I know that she did them. I just hadn't. I, the student, was not ready for the teacher that is presented through Alanis Morissette. And I think about my time with her. I've always liked her. My roommate dropped me. I had a roommate. I was a drunk, early 20s. My grandpa just died, and my brother had come down here. I mean, Sacramento, you gotta, you're moving, you're starting over, you're messing your life up, that kind of thing. So I did, because I didn't have any options. So I had a Walkman, and she played Alanis Morissette. I didn't have a Walkman. I didn't have any music that time. But on the way to drop me off at the bus station in Reading, we were listening to Alanis Morissette's "Jagged Little Pill," and then fast forward, freaking 25 years later, and I'm listening to an iPod with Alanis Morissette and conversations with Dr. Gabor Mate. I hope I did not. Mate. It's all freaking perspective. Anyway, it was brilliant. And so many things. It's just, I can't wait to meet people in real life and have these conversations with people in real life. It's nice to hear them, though, because I know that they're out there. So as long as I know something exists, or the possibility of something existing is there, I can do whatever I can to make it happen. Within reason. So, some of the things that they made me think of is our bodies remember... Oh, no, this is just a thought I had while they were talking. Our bodies remember vibration. Something... See, and that's what's happening with astrology right now, is... Our bodies are remembering things that we've happened to us in, early childhood that we've forgotten, and even past lives. That our spirits have remembered. It remembers vibrations. So with the more trauma happening, the people that have had childhood trauma and that have grown up to get themselves and put themselves in a padded little box to keep them from harm's way, well, more traumatic things are happening right now. So it's putting their vibration in a physical state that is reminding them of shit that happened when they were a kid, and people are freaking out, whether it's sexual abuse or, even some people are having, they did terrible things to other people, and they're having to look at that and remember that. And it's just, whether you're on the light or the dark side of the coin, it doesn't matter. People are reconciling the history of their past. And this is in the spirit of old ideas are nil until you let go absolutely. They made a very good point, because I've been a friend of Bill W. for a long time, and I never knew he was abandoned as a child. I never freaking knew that. Hung out with the guy and his friends for years and years and years and years. Never knew that. No wonder he always sought for esoteric things. He went in to seek outside help. Anyway, and what the 12 steps do not do is they don't go into the dark, and they don't love you there. That was my experience. And what they say, and what they were talking about is an addict and giving them a safe place to use and loving them there. Because when you can love somebody at their lowest point, they can believe in themselves that they are lovable at their lowest point. And that was what my detriment had been for so many years. I never felt like I was loved, because when I saw examples of how other people treated people that they loved, there was nothing in my life that matched that. So there's no vibration there that matched that. So until I found medical cannabis later in life. You know, when that was, it would save my life, I think, 12, because alcohol would have killed me. And the love of animals and unconditional love, again, I knew if I knew that existed, I could find it. I would keep looking until I find it. Now my energetic body is just getting worn out. So, and then I wrote something, trauma-informed, reality-informed. I didn't even know what that is. Trauma-informed. And, you know, places that have signs that say trauma-informed. And they put up a good, I didn't even know what that was, but they also put up a good point. Whoa, they need to let people know that people are trauma uninformed. Yeah. You know, there's just so many disconnects, and that's what I try to do with my videos. I try to make connections that I think need to be made. Points that I think need to be made. Anyway, what else? Where am I at? La 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 la. Like, think I'm about done. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.